Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for another episode of the Scramble Golfer. Welcome back. Hey, we know what this one's for, baby. The Masters. What a tournament, man. What a tournament. It was a rocky roller coaster, dude. Hate roller coasters, but I enjoyed that one. Hey, wow. I was at work yesterday. We're sitting there watching. I see Rory implode the first one. You know, like Bryson, I don't know why he was ripping three wood a lot yesterday, but first one, it got away with it. We're tied. First hole. It's over. It's over. I'm like, Rory's shooting another 80. Next thing you know, Bryson's falling apart. Rory's kind of holding it steady. And then when I start seeing Rory hit those just incredible shots after he like is imploding, I'm like, oh wow, wow. I'm like, it's over. Rory's got it. He's got it in the bag. Then next thing you know, he's imploding again. I was like, oh my god. I was like, what is this guy doing? Like 13, dude, dude, that was pure nerve yips right there. I have like the angle he had into the green. He already almost hit it in the water left, which I've never seen from a golfer. Like short. I'm like, all right, here we go. He's making at least a par. Like he's just gonna maybe blast it a little left, putt, miss it, make par. Next thing you know, this guy pretty much almost shanks it into the creek right. It was about 20 yards offline from where it kind of looked. From what the camera angle gave us, of course, it looked like it was pretty far off. But it was beautiful tournament, man. It was you couldn't ask for more. I feel for Justin Rosie, man. Two playoffs, two losses. Um, and then speak of it, Ludwig, man, or Ludwig. I don't even know. I don't even know how to say his name. Oberg. He left it out there, man. He should have been up there. And that last hole, it was a disaster. So it doesn't really, if you didn't watch or didn't really pay attention to him, if you did Masters and did the marquee group only, it doesn't prove, man. Like that guy's proximity to the hole for the first like 13 holes, it seems like every time they showed him, it was like 15 to 20 feet. And other people were like 30, 20. Like this guy was sticking it close a lot, and he just could not get a putt to fall. It seemed like a Scotty day, and that's what Scotty had too. Scotty had a little more close calls, up and downs, and he would make those putts. But man, Ludwig, he should have won, man. Honestly, Ludwig should have won. But man, you couldn't ask for a better tournament. Um, our pool and at work, the Masters pool, it was very lopsided. So we do a pool of you pick four players. You pick, of course, your first round pick. What we do is you get four players. You win half of the pot if you pick the overall winner, and you get the other half with a cumulative score. And basically, if your guy makes the cut, but of course, if your guy like made it on the number, they usually don't have a good weekend. You can't go past the cut line number. So, like, say I think a couple guys made it at like 2 or 1 and ended up shooting 6 or 7 over. They're stuck at 2. They can't shoot worse than 2. So if your team has the best score, then you win the other half. Well, just so happened a guy had Rory and like one other that was up there, and he ended up winning. Yeah. So not a good first major for the workplace pool either. But it was a good ride. Hey, couldn't beat it. Can't beat it. Um, Other than that, hey, we can talk new stuff that's we're kind of seeing across. The mini driver is becoming very, very, very popular, especially out there at Masters, man. I don't know if there's another major we'll see it, to be honest. Quail Hollow, maybe, but I feel like not as much. I feel like more people are just going to rip 3 wood because it's not. I feel like it's not as long and as tight. A lot of people rip driver, like Rory just ripped it out there. So we'll go ahead and say Rory's the favorite for Quail Hollow. He might have a Scotty type year. He might even do a Grand Slam in 1 year. Honestly, he's playing great. It's 3 wins already. We're only in April. He has 3 wins. The Torrey Pines Genesis, the players, and then now the Masters. And he broke the curse. He's got the Grand Slam, broke the Masters curse. Pure emotion. It was beautiful, honestly. I'm not the biggest Rory guy anymore. I used to not mind him, as you can tell. Where's my wife's set? Oh wait, never mind. We got rid of it. Sorry. My wife, she started playing a lot more, so we upgraded her to the TaylorMades. Um, but we had her in a Rory set. I didn't mind the guy. He wasn't my favorite golfer, but I didn't mind when he won. But now I'm like, just all this like he's not handling pressure right. Like I get it's a lot of pressure and you lose it, but dude, it's have fun, man. You're already making bank. You're like TaylorMade's top guy besides Tiger. Um, you're Nike's top guy now, and maybe Scotty. Um, like especially since Tiger left. Like, dude, do your thing. Like, take over Nike. Like, make them. If you have a great year and you win two majors, like Scotty only won one last year. You get multiple majors this year, and you're kind of back on top. And if he wins another tournament before Scotty, he'll go to number one in the world. If he's not there already, I'd put him there. Honestly, it's at the time. It's like college sports, power rankings, and NBA. It's not about last year. It's about right now. The guy's 3 wins. I get Scotty's been in there every tournament and he's still not playing Scotty golf, which is incredible and also quite scary at the same time. The second he gets it going, it's Rory's run might be over, honestly. But at this moment, Rory won at Quail Hollow last year. He's my favorite to win there. U.S. Open. It depends where it is, but I think the Open is at St. Andrews. It's open for quite a bit of holes for him. Where's the PGA this year? PGA Championship. I completely forgot where it is. Oh no, PGA's at Quail Hollow. Huh. Okay, so he's my favorite for the PGA. Where is the U.S. Open? It's at Oakmont. Ooh, that'll be interesting. Interesting. Um, but hey, he I can't I'm trying to remember Oakmont. I know it's up in PA, but I'm like trying to remember it. I feel like that was like a classic when we were growing up. I feel like that was Tiger time. Um shit. Excuse my language. Sorry. Give me. Did he win there already? Did Rory win at Oakmont? Huh. He might have. I'm not sure. But anyways, hey, I would. But another one to watch out for is Xander, man. He was great last year in the majors, coming off a rib injury, which is really hard in golf. Like you're bending spine and contuting that area, which is all rib. So if your rib is hurting slash broken or whatever was wrong with it, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. It's hard to make a consistent golf swing when you know it's gonna hurt. And the guy still finished like top 15. If he didn't get to top 10, like, dude, he's a dog. And the second he gets better, dude, it's let's just say great first major in terms of like seeing the top guys up there battling at the top. Like last year, like everyone was like, "Oh, look at all this hype around Ludwig and da da da," but he was the only one up there even close to Scotty. Like a couple guys were back there, but he was the closest, and he was still 3 or 4 off. So it was nice to see a lot of guys there right at the end, all jumbled up that could have had a chance, right? So great first major of the year. Excited for the rest. Um, Golf equipment coming out talk wise. Um, like I said, mini drivers are going to be big. Oakmont, they actually might get a good use out of. Quail Hollow, like I said, I don't think so. St. Andrews, I don't think so because you don't want as spinny as a golf ball. It's St. Andrews with how much wind there is. You want kind of as least amount of spin as possible so it kind of just dies. Because if it gets held up in the wind, it's not good. So, but anyways, we saw some from the Titleist. It looks good. I believe it comes out here in honestly a couple days, if I remember correctly. Callaway's Elite is already out. I really like the adjustment this year with weight change in terms of neutral fade heel. So someone that kind of needs help getting it closed a little more, you got that chance. Still a smaller head, 11 and a half, 13. It's been really good this year. TaylorMade didn't come out with a new one yet, at least. Um, I doubt they will. I doubt they're going to get bullied into it since they kind of started it. They more bullied everyone else into doing it. I believe Shrixon has one. I don't know if we're seeing that in the retailers or at least at my area. We just don't really sell Shrixon woods, even though they look good, and I've actually had some people perform really well with them. It's just I don't know what it is. It's just their name, and I more lean them into the irons, right? Um, Irons coming out this year, that I know of. There's probably going to be a TI Fusion in the chrome instead of black. So for people who really want that iron but hate black irons, they're giving you that option, and it's a really good iron, as you can see. They're playing right there. For the guy who just wants a little more forgiveness, and honestly, it's kind of for that really good player, that maybe is a little older. So it still has the spin and kind of workability you want, but with the titanium infusion, the ball speeds are up there. Maybe the launch should get a little higher. So for those really the older guys who are just kind of lacking speed again, but still want that workability, control, but you need more distance. It's the perfect club. I know it's a lot, but man, like if you get fitted for it and you see that big difference, man, you got to do it. It's so worth it. And it fits even other guys. Like I didn't know how I would feel about them. I had a Apex Pro and Apex combo set, and I was really worried about, you know, if it is it going to be more, is it going to be enough forgiving for me in the long irons, and it honestly, it absolutely is. I used Sharpie on my golf ball like 2.5 hours before the round, right? So first swing I take with 6 iron is a long par three, and I can tell from the flight they're forgiving enough where like on the miss hit you really can't tell exactly how far or how bad it is. But of course you're hitting the whole golf ball, so wherever the mark is, I made like my own Truvis because they don't make them the triple diamond ball yet. Um, I toe banged the absolute balls out of this club, man, and it went, and it got about hole high. But how I could tell I hit it towards the toe is I hit that just pull draw, where if I pull it, it's usually just pretty straight, or I still even get a slight cut out of it. But once I saw it draw, and then like pretty hefty draw, I was like, all right, hit this towards the toe. And it was like almost off the end. And then speaking of the crappy freaking Sharpie, it was not dry. It was putting the marks all over my clubs all day, like hours into the round. I was so annoyed, and it was brutal. It was brutal. But again, forgiving club, it's a lot. Um, Other than that, of course, a lot of people will do like late summer towards fall and release. That's all I can think about. I know out of Callaway, that's all I've seen, heard. Um, I mean, there's always going to be rumors swirling. Triple Diamond Max, if it's not out already, it comes out soon. Triple Diamond Draw, not sure if as many of those are getting to retailers. I know the Triple Diamond Max was a big popular one, so I know we got quite a bit of them. Triple Diamond Draw I have not seen yet. Very intriguing, and honestly, for a lot of people, it could work quite a bit better. And honestly, a guy we might see really help. I think it's what Alex Noren. Alex Noren was using a Max. He was using a Callaway Max D last year. So you put him into that Triple Diamond Draw to kind of help him with a little more closed face, but then you kind of take that spin aspect out of it. In terms of what he needs, it's something to be intrigued by. Not sure if he'll switch, but it could make a game changer if he was seeing too much spin last year. Um, Other than that, I mean, it's just, hey, we're alive. What a great golf tournament! We couldn't ask for any better. Again, people, please, if you have any questions that I can answer the best capable of my ability, please send any questions you have. Message me on any socials I have, um, about anything. Shaft's a little harder. I gotta see swing, but club head is a big club head is the biggest factor in golf. It really is. I could put you like a lot of people come in and I could put you in $1 million shaft, but if that club head is not right for you, it's still not going to work. Like I promise you, when there's a club head and you're hitting it, that's what's meant for you. Then you can kind of narrow it from there. But um, hey, go. This is our second channel, but I'm gonna love it. This is what I love. This is what I feel like God has pushed me to back in my life is back into golf. Man, I'm not playing as much as I want, but that's okay. I'm doing it as my job. I'm gonna do it as this, and I'm gonna love every second of it. I feel like it's what He brought me back to do. Um, so please, any questions, anything, please send me a message. We're gonna try to push out an episode a week. Going over just golf recaps, but eventually, I'm gonna try to start playing more here shortly before we hopefully have our we'll have our baby boy, and after that, it'll be a while before I play. So I'm gonna try to play a little bit before, get the fix out and be good for a while. But maybe this weekend. If not, I know Pops is coming in town. It'd be Easter, so I get an extra day off. We'll see. I still have a lot to do around the house to prepare for our baby boy that's coming in July. So we'll see. Hey, we'll see. But shout out to Travis Matthew with the sick shirt. It's called bucket of beer, bucket of balls, and then the back's got like a skeleton holding it. Pretty sick shirt. Had to get it. Had to get it when I see it. Shout out to Callaway, Team Callaway. Appreciate you guys blessing me with the opportunity. Love certification you guys gives me for fitting, and then push the product. Love it. Appreciate you guys blessing me. Other than that, hey, love you guys. God bless you. Any questions, please reach out. See you.